Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field for our pre-game activities. Ladies and gentlemen, Padua Franciscan High School proudly presents the Marching Bruins, featuring our Marching Bruins alumni. Our alumni guests this year include graduates ranging from 2022 to 1970. pregame prayer. Good and gracious God, grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of all athletes and performers. Protect them from injury and harm. We pray for your grace that we will strive to do our best at all times. Amen. Please remain standing and join with your voices as our marching Bruins play our national anthem, followed by the Padua Franciscan Alma Mater, conducted by Senior Field Commander Lily Filippelli.
Michael Patterson, WJCU The Heights, 88.7. I'm here with Danny. Danny, how are you feeling today?
Feeling great. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks now since I've got to broadcast one of these Padua Bruins football games, and gotta be honest, I've missed them. These Bruins, they've been very exciting last couple weeks. It took them a while to get going this season, but that game against Sandusky really, I think, that was the full potential. They're just starting to reach their full potential as an offense, as a defense. Played a really cohesive game of football, complimentary on both sides of the football, and this is a big game with big playoff implications this evening. It's homecoming for Padua. There's a lot of great atmosphere filling the air, and I'm really excited to get this one underway.
Too, there we go. Like you said, homecoming tonight. Big atmosphere for both teams. It's a big, like you said, big game for both teams, trying to get in the playoffs, trying to get momentum going into the playoff games. I'm hoping we get a good game tonight. I'm hoping we get some good football. I'm excited too. It's been a few weeks since I've called a game. I called one when they played like Catholic at Minter, so it's been a couple of weeks since I've seen this team play. I'm ready to see what they got in store for me. Yes, the Notre Dame Cathedral Ladder, the NDCL, they're 2-5, looking to get it done. Lost Jesuits, lost bad. 51-21, so I'm sure they're going to be looking to turn around. I'm sure they're going to be looking to turn things in the opposite direction from last week as the bad lost to Lost Jesuits. Pretty rough season. Don't have a conference win at home. 2-5 in general. I'm excited to see how they come out. Maybe they come out with some fight, come out with a little bit of desperation. Like we said, this is an important game for the playoff seedings as well. I'm also looking to see how Padua does as well. I'm looking for them to keep their foot on the pedal, don't ease up. They have support, like I said, I'm going to keep reiterating this important game for both teams here. I'm sure Padua doesn't want to lose their homecoming. They're 3-4 as well. Well, they're 3-4, not 2-5. They're 1-0 in the conference. They do have a conference game. They're fresh off a W versus Maple Heights. Hopefully they're not too complacent. They've got a few W's. They're back-to-back, looking to make it 3 in a row. I'm excited to see what both teams have in store.
And one of the things about Padua earlier in the season was you had the tough loss against Holy Name right here at Padua High School, and then you went down to Youngstown to play Ursuline, and you lost 51-6. But since then, they've been playing in some tight games. The loss against North Royalton, another one that was kind of lost in the fourth quarter. You lost 28-21. Salem 23-21. This Padua football team has really turned things around from the way they looked early in the season. They're sporting some beautiful uniforms this evening. Really contrasts well with the all-whites from NDCL, and I think they're pumped out. They're ready to go for this one.
Started out 0-3. They're 3-1 in their last 4. Let's see if they can keep it up tonight.
And it will be a touchback for the Bruins. First and 10.
Bruins coming out on offense, NDCL coming out on defense. The Bruins receive the kick, coming out. Looks like a shotgun formation.
Popcorn and soft drinks are just a few of the items that are available.
It is a shotgun formation.
First and 10 for the Bruins.
Two sides starting at quarterback today. Another player to look out for. Big game by Caden Fayok.
By number 19, John Paul Miller.
big game by Caden Fayog. They're getting the run game going and established. Nice game for 9 yards, 2nd and 1 for
Gain of
Padua.
9, 2nd down and 1.
And for Padua this year, the running back room is kind of been by committee. The running game hasn't, we've seen a dominant running back shift game to game so far.
Yeah, be on the lookout for Marquise Hall as well at that running back position. He made some plays.
Number 81, Thomas, the ball. Carrier. Brought down by number 31, Robert Bonjack. And it is the Bruins.
First down for the Bruins. Right. They're coming out. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Two side rolls out, and he's brought down by number 22 for NDCL. He's brought down in the backfield by Josh Grambo. Junior linebacker Josh Grambo gets the sack. Great play made by him. 2nd and 21 for the Bruins. 2nd and 21. I repeat, 2nd and 21 for the Bruins.
2nd down and 21 for the Bruins. Right there on the 20-yard line.
Coming out in that same shotgun look. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Brings the receiver in motion, and he fumbles the snap, and it's a fumble. It's a fumble.
Fumble in the backfield. Flags on the play.
Looking to see who got on it. Oh, Padua. Padua recovers. Hello.
Fumble back at the 10-yard line.
Almost a near catastrophe there for the Bruins. If losing that fumble deep inside your own half of the field, you're giving the Lions an easy chance to get points on the board early.
Yeah, they caught a break. 3rd and 31. Shotgun look, shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 side drops back. He's looking deep. He has a man, but he's overthrown.
Intended for number 17.
2 side drive back, looking for Riley Cervenka, sophomore receiver, overthrown him. Just you gotta, Danny, those plays, you just hate those type of plays. You want to
we do have a flag on the play.
Yeah, Cervenka did have a little bit of separation coming down the seam on the far side of the field. Just ultimately maybe overthrew him by half a yard.
Yeah, hate those type of plays, just demoralizing.
All right, especially because Cervenka might have even got finger or 2 on that football as it was coming down.
So Padua is looking
that penalty will bring the ball up to the 20-yard line for the Bruins. 4th down and 21. Apologize.
Oh, check that mistake. Not bringing out the punt team. 3rd down and 21. We're in that shotgun look. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. 2 side drops back. He's looking right. He's going deep. 81, and he has a man. Big game for number 81. Big game for 81. Karen Thomas, excuse me. Junior receiver Karen Thomas brings it in on the side.
Number 81.
Wait, is it complete?
Ruled incomplete, looked like.
Ruled incomplete.
You're going to say you didn't get that 1 foot in bounds. It was very close. It's always tough to see from our angle just because you have all these big football players with a lot of big linemen just sitting in the way, kind of blocking our view of the sidelines.
Short end of the stick here.
It would have been an incredible play by Thomas. He had almost 0 room on the sideline, able to get a foot down.
One of my players I'm looking out for, it's Cameron Thomas, a big playmaker in the open field. And Padua punts the ball. And it's fielded by 21 for NDCL, and he's immediately brought down by number 88, Freddie Borky, junior tight end.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions.
NDCL coming out with good field position to see if they can take advantage of it. Coming out at almost half the midfield.
With accelerating the good by giving a generous donation to our school this year. Make sure you visit Spitzer Kia West and test drive a new or pre-owned Kia today. Spitzer Kia West is a member of the Northeast Ohio Dealers.
And the Lions come out and it's snapped, and it looks like it's a trick play, a bit of a trick play. That flag on the play. Let's see what the ref has for us.
For number 33 of the Lions. We have a flag on the play.
The Lions come out the gate with a trick play.
Here gets the Bruins.
Some angry fans here against the call, holding against the Bruins, so that helps. That just bad. It's just a bad start for the Bruins. Got an early sack, put them in bad field position. Now a penalty puts them even worse field, puts their defense in a bad spot. Let's see if they can hold up. And it's a quarterback option, and it's kept by number 13 for NDCL, Ryan Lipowski. Excuse me, Ryan Lipowski, number 13, sophomore quarterback.
Devin Shaw Mason.
3 yards on the carry.
Second down and 7. For the Lions at the 35-yard line of the Padua Bruins.
8 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first. Lepowski is met by a Bruin. He is met by number 32, Caden.
Brought down by number 32.
Caden Acino.
That's Caden Acino.
Great play made by him to stop him from getting a big game.
Loss of a yard.
Actually, a tackle for loss. Great play made by Acino. 3rd and 8 for the Lions. Let's see what they have for us coming out.
Oh, the Bruins.
Lepowski drops back. He's looking deep. He might have a man. And it's broken up. Great play made by defensive back, number 5. No. Excuse me. Broken up by Michael Harrell Jr., senior defensive back. Great play made by Mr. Harrell. So,
that's really just textbook defense there. Able to put himself between the ball and the receiver. Able to knock it away.
Getting his hands in between the receiver's hands, playing them move for move. It's textbook football right there, like my man Danny said. 4th and 8, and the Lions are on the 36, and it appears they're bringing out the field goal unit.
Try for a field goal.
It's up, and it is no good. The refs rule no good. The kick is no good, so that means the Padua Bruins will take the field. 1st and 10 at the 36.
0, your hometown, Bruins at 0.
And the defense there for Padua, great damage control. Gave up the big penalty early, as well as a couple of nice runs there for Padua by Lepowski, or not, by NDCL there by Lepowski. And the defense able to hold strong for us at 3rd and 8, and then break up a pass downfield, force a field goal that ended up ultimately being no good. And you still find yourself in a 0-0 game. The offense has a chance to take a lead here midway through this first quarter.
Let's see if they can capitalize on what their defense has done for them. Got that shotgun look with Tusai. Hands it off to Caden Fayok, and he's brought down. Looks like for not much of a gain. Gain of 1 yard. 2nd and 9 for the Padua Bruins. 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. 2nd down and 9.
Fayok has just tremendous speed out of that backfield. You can see him trying to get to the edge, and he's just almost getting there. He needs a little bit more time, maybe a little bit more separation from those offensive linemen.
Maybe a bit better block, sealing those edges off could help him out. I'm curious to see how they get Karen Thomas involved. He's a big playmaker for them in the passing game. Another handoff for Caden Fayok. He gets to the edge and he cuts in, and he's met by a Lion. He's met by number 22. Number 22 for NDCL, Josh Grambo again on another tackle for Caden Fayok. Stopping him, only allowing another gain of 1. Now it's 3rd down and 6. 6 minutes and 55 seconds left in this first quarter. Two-side drives back. He's looking. He's buying time with his legs. Looks like he gets a few yards and gets out of bounds.
Pushed out of bounds by number 28.
Gets no yards and rules out of bounds. 4th and 6 for the Padua Bruins. Let's see if they will go for it.
Gain a couple more. It's 4th down and 1.
Oh, excuse me. Gain of 5 yards for Tucson. 4th down and 1.
Play the first quarter.
And it appears that they are in punt formation, looking to give the ball back to the Lions. Be on the lookout for a fake.
Lead, punt it away.
And it's punted, and it's fielded by. It's fielded around the 30.
About the 31-yard line.
Time for the Lions to take the field.
The Lions, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions.
So 2 good defensive stands by both teams, Danny. What are you expecting from this Lions offense to get going?
I think it's going to run through Ryan Lepowski so far. I think we've seen him try to throw and run the ball pretty effectively as well off a couple of those run options. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another bit of trickery in their play calling so far. We saw that with their first play call of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it at least a couple other times throughout the course of this game. But I think Ryan Lepowski is where this Lions offense will really get started from.
This offense will go as far as they take him. Let's see. And he hands it off to his running back, number 8, and he is met by a Bruin.
Brought down by number 5, Michael Harrell.
For the gain of 9, a big gain of 9 on the run. Running back Burke Buell on the 9-yard carry. Running back
Second
Burke
down and
Buell.
1 for the Lions.
Second down and 1 at their 40. 5 minutes and 52 seconds to go. He sends a man in motion to the right. Lepowski hands it off again.
Buell, the ball carrier.
Buell is met by a sea of Bruins after
by number 3, Lamont Davis.
Gets the first down.
For the Lions as they get to the 45-yard line.
Like my partner Daniels here said, this run game is doing numbers for this Lions offense so far. Let's see how far it can take them in this first half. Lepowski sends a man in motion to the left. Gets a snap, hands it off again to number 8, Burke Buell. And he's met again by a sea of Bruins. Before he can get a gain, it appears. Let's see what the rest will do.
By number 55, Caleb Bartley.
And yep, he's met at the line of scrimmage before he can get a gain.
Also number 13 in on the tackle, Deja Telfair. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 for the Lions at their own 46.
Lions come out the huddle. Hands it off again.
Buell, the ball carrier, brought down by number 14.
Buell carries it again, and he is brought down before he can get a gain of 1 yard, it appears. 3rd and 9 to go.
3rd down and
3rd and 3, excuse me. So
he
gains about 6 or 7 yards. Nice carry for Burke Buell again. Reoccurring theme for this Lions offense, excuse me. And Lepowski drops back. He's pressured. He uses his legs, and he's brought down by number 1, Devin Shaw. He's brought down by Devin Shaw Mason, sophomore linebacker. What a great play made by him before Lepowski could use his legs.
4th down and 6 for
the NDCL Lions, and it appears that they are also bringing out their special teams. So again, so far this first quarter has been a tale of the defenses.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely been a struggle for both offenses so far to put together a string of good plays consecutively. Maybe that's just the way this night's going to go, is defenses are going to prevail.
And it's kicked, and it's
great punt.
It's a great punt. Great punt to set up the Lions. Great punt to set up the Lions. Put them in great position to stop this Padua Bruins offense, as they'll have to drive all the way down for 93 yards for a touchdown. Yes, you heard that right. They'll have to drive 93 yards for a touchdown, and they have the ball at the 7. Let's see what this offense has in store for us. So what are you expecting from Padua? Padua in their offense, trying to get some momentum going into the second quarter, maybe trying to get some points in the ball.
I think they're going to come out here on this series with a lot of intensity. After that last punt, Tyler Tusai came out of the sideline visibly upset with the way he was performing, with the way the rest of his offense is performing. So I wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to turn things around here on this drive.
You heard it from my man Danny. And he hands it off to Roderick Love, and he's brought down before he can get a gain.
There's a flag down on the field back near the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what the ref has. He has holding against the Bruins. You hate to see this.
Right, yeah, you never really like to go backwards, especially when you're inside your own 10.
Exactly. Yeah, penalties was a reoccurring theme in that Lake Catholic game that I covered a few weeks ago, so definitely want to clean that up.
It'll be second down and 10 at the 7-yard line of the Bruins. 3:15 to play in the first quarter.
3:15 left in the first quarter. Second and 10 for the Bruins. Shotgun formation, one running back, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Option fake, and Tusai is brought down before he can even get a gain. Appears to be a tackle for loss. Or not, maybe met right at the line of scrimmage. Nope, a tackle for loss of 2 yards.
For the Bruins, right at their own 5-yard line. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, stick around. Right after the change of the first quarter into the second.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Third down and 12 for this Bruins offense. And they're an empty. Tusai drives back. And he throws a low. Expecting to see the punt unit being brought out here for Padua. And like we said, again, another stand of defense. This might just be a defensive game. We might be ready to watch a defensive game tonight.
Yeah, that play there by Tusai. He had his receiver open well past the first down marker, just couldn't really set his feet and get a nice ball off, and ultimately ended up well short of the intended target.
Kind of another demoralizing play. We saw the one pass that he slightly overthrew his receiver, would have been a first down, and you see him miss Roderick Love right there. And the punt is blocked. The punt is blocked, and it appears to be fielded by a Lion. Let's see what the ref has for us. And it's fielded by a Lion at the...
It'll be first and 10.
Appears to be around the 15-yard line.
Right at the 16-yard line of the Bruins.
It's definitely a bold strategy there by that Lions special teams player to try to pick that ball up, and especially when you have so many Bruins all around you. Once you touch it, it's as good as a fumble. So
yeah, it's a fair game.
Yeah, you didn't really need a return there if that's what he was going for, because you look where that ball is placed, you're already inside the red zone.
Yeah, lucky caught a break with that one. Lepowski, he has a man wide open, but he misses him. He has a man wide open. To 98, it appears. Yep, he had 98 wide open in the zone. You just hate to. Another demoralizing play. Just simply overshot him a bit. That should be 6 on the board. You want to get those plays. You want to catch those balls. Let's get on to the next play. Oh, yeah, I know.
And then number 8, the ball carrier, Burke Buell. Brought down by number 52, Jacob Dusak. Third down and 12 for the Lions, right at the 18-yard line of the Bruins.
3rd and 12 for the Lions, 1 minute and 35 seconds left at the 18-yard line. Let's see what they have. They break the huddle.
Go defense!
Leposki in the backfield in the shotgun.
With the 3rd and 12, still a ways to go.
Still. Hands it off, and he's met in the backfield. Great play made. Great play made by Marquise Hall, a big household name for the Padua Bruins. He's everywhere on offense and defense. Great in the run game for this team. Great, pretty solid in stopping the run game. This kid is a baller.
Yeah, Marquise Hall is, in my opinion, without a doubt, the most fun and electric player on this Padua team, both sides of the ball.
Can't argue with that. 43 seconds and counting left in this first quarter, and it appears the Lions are coming out for a field goal. And it's up, and it's no good. Appeared to be good from my view. What about you, Daniel?
I think it's always tough. It did look good, I agree, but it's always tough from this angle because you're kind of diagonally and more or less at the same level of the goalpost. It's always tough, especially because that kick looked like almost over.
Yeah, it looked pretty high.
So you would have had to, obviously, you still have to get it inside the imaginary lines you would draw up from the goalpost.
Yeah. So, a recurring theme, another defensive stand for Padua, the Bruins. Let's see if we can get some points on the board. These defenses are doing a great job.
They really are.
They're doing a really great job. Especially the Padua Bruins defense, despite the 2 drives, they've been put in bad field position and they still come away with stops. 2 side throws a pass to number 8, and he's number 6, caught by Gio DeCiena, junior wide receiver. He's knocked out of bounds after the first down game, it appears. Enough for a first down. Yep, Gio DeCiena. He hands it off to Caden Fayock, and he's met in the backfield by a Lion for a tackle for loss of about 3 or 4. Brought down by 56 for the NDCL Lions. And that'd be all for this first quarter. This first quarter score is 0-0. Padua Bruins 0, NDCL Lions. NDCL Lions 0.
We've gone over it a couple times now. The quick recap of that first quarter, it was just defense on both sides. Very little plays of more than 10 yards for either offense. Really, the only big plays came in the first couple of snaps for NDCL, where they got a couple of QB runs right up the middle by Leposki. But other than that, it's been defense, and more defense. And a couple of missed field goals by NDCL were really, one time they were gifted the field position. Or not, I won't say gifted, they earned it. They blocked the punt. So they earned a good field position there where they were well inside the 30. Missed that field goal, and then were able to drive from, I believe, around their own 35 into field goal range. And missed a long one from 50 plus as well.
Yeah, it's been a few demoralizing plays in this first half. Like missed the tight end 88, Freddie Borky. He was a wide open end zone, missed him. Missed the field
Donnelly,
goal.
not Borky.
Oh, excuse me, Donnelly. Yeah, but yeah, missed him in the end zone for a touchdown. Missed the field goal, but yeah, just demoralizing plays. Just have to do better of taking advantage of that field position. Don't want to waste it. And we're live for the second quarter.
That's next. Right,
Padua offense. Padua Bruin offense. 3rd and 12. On their 32. 2 sides in the backfield with the running back to his left, 3 receivers to his right, 1 receiver to his left in shotgun. He drops back looking down the middle of the field. Oh, and it's a missed pass to 17, intended for Riley Cervenka. Sophomore receiver intended for Riley Cervenka. I like the aggressiveness, taking a shot down deep. I'm loving it. We just got to get some completions if we're Padua. I'm definitely liking the aggression, though, as they're coming with trying to get their playmakers involved, we saw them try to get Thomas involved in that sideline catch that's ruled out of bounds. He tried to, I believe he threw it to 17 the first time when he kind of overthrew him. So I'm liking this aggression I'm seeing from this Padua offense.
And on both occasions, Cervanka's had a little bit of separation, and then Tusai's just overthrown him just ever so slightly.
Yeah, just hate to see it. And it's punted. These are some pretty great punts.
Yeah, it's a very favorable Padua bounce.
Down the ball at the 21-yard line. Stop by the concession stand located at the
So we gave a recap of the first quarter, defense, and the first drive in the second quarter is a 3rd and out. So more defense to start the second quarter for this Padua Bruins versus NDCL football game tonight.
And as good as this Padua offense has looked in the past couple of weeks, we have not seen any remnants of those games here early. The offense just does not look very explosive at all. The runs are getting caught up right in the line of scrimmage, if not a couple yards past them. And Tusai just looks a little bit out of sync with his receivers right now.
Yeah, definitely something to touch up on halftime.
You'll see it.
Like we said, a few balls that probably could have been caught, probably could have been thrown better. Like he missed Roderick Love on that first down, missed Cervanka a few plays. So definitely got to get better in touch with his receivers. Lepowski hands it off, and he hands it off to 28. He's brought down he's brought down after a gain of.
Brought down by Lamont Davis.
Gain of about 3 yards. 3rd down and 1 for the NDCL Lions. They're at their own 29-yard line. 3rd down and 1. 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Lions line up in an I formation. Appears to maybe. They're handing it off. Hands it off to 28 again, and he has a lot of green in front of him as he gets the gain. Big gain. Way more than enough to get a first down.
Brought down by number 7, Cullen Mateer.
And Tamburino there for NDCL. By far the biggest and most explosive play of the evening. Flipping the field now, Lions will start marching down into Bruin territory, and this defense is going to have to put a stop on them once again.
Yeah, we've seen this before. We've seen them in the opposition's territory, but they couldn't capitalize. Let's hope they can capitalize this time. Play action for Lepowski. He evades a few different bounds.
And intended for number 33, Connor Herman.
Also something to note, we now have a very healthy dose of rain coming down here.
Definitely a factor to look at.
2nd down and 10 for the Lions.
Yeah, for folks watching at home, if we're able to look sort of at the lights on the far side of the field, you can really see the rain coming down.
And it's a shotgun. He hands it off again to Tamburino, and he's brought down.
Tamburino, the ball carrier, brought down by number 4, Marquise Hall. The Bruins.
He's met by Padua Bruin Marquise Hall. Again, a household name on both sides of the ball. As he stops him before he can only get a gain of 1 yard. And the NDCL Lions come out again. They break the huddle. Lepowski sends Amanda's motion to his right. Play action pass. And it appears he is sacked. He's brought down in the backfield. Now there might be a fumble. Let's see what we have here, guys. Definitely backfield. And it's a fumble, and it's recovered by the Bruins. Once again, this Padua Bruins defense is proven to be a great job. I would love to see this Padua Bruins offense get on the board and help this defense out, because this defense has been great. Like I said, it's been on their game. Like my man Danny said, a game of defense. Appears to be that way in the second quarter.
Yeah, just when you thought defense getting a big run there from Tamburino to flip the field, but Padua was just right there to answer. Forces a fumble. Great field position and plenty of time left to go.
Two sides and play action. Buying time with his legs to the right, and it appears he just throws it out of bounds. And had nothing, he just threw it out of bounds. Second down and 10 at the 49-yard line. 8 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second quarter.
Tusai there felt the pressure coming from his blind side. Left side of the pocket, was able to roll out to that far side, but there's no receiver really on the far side of the seam that he was able to get to. And also just ended up throwing it away.
Yeah, good awareness to avoid the sack.
Yeah, he's taken a couple big ones, big costly sacks tonight, so it's good to see. Start to learn and giving him.
Has got the play from his offensive coordinator, and he's in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, drops back, and he overthrows Flock on the. Oh, excuse me, not Flock. Riley Cervenka again, targeting Cervenka. Had him on the slant, pretty open. Had nice separation from the receiver, but just a ball. He was kind of lucky it didn't get picked off. As it was in the area of two NDCL Lions, like you said, like my partner Danny said, he should. That's going to be a talking point at halftime, getting to side and better sync with these receivers.
Yeah, Nicholas Dietrich for NDCL was right in the vicinity of that pass.
Could have been picked off. And it's a screen to Marquise Hall, and he has a big gain. He's a big gain as he picks up the first down for Padua. And like we touched on, Marquise Hall, he's everywhere. Great in this run game, helps out Padua. And he gets another Padua Bruins first down. Marquise Hall. Yeah, trying to get him going while he's hot.
Marquise Hall, once again, the ball carrier, brought down by number 24.
Hall is the ball carrier again. He's brought down before he can get a gain. A gain of 3 yards for the Bruins.
Gain of 3, second down.
If I'm the Bruins offense, I'm loving that stretch of plays right there. Bring me some electrifying plays by Marquise Hall, getting the offense going, getting everybody going, city up. I'm liking that.
4, Hall.
Yeah, Marquise Hall rattling off a couple of very solid runs here in a row, but that offensive line also can't go without saying they've started to open up some great gaps up the middle. Paving the way for them.
Got to give credit to the big man up front. Always.
Of course.
As they get to the 8-yard line of the Lions.
And they go back to Marquise Hall, but it doesn't appear that he gets a game as he's met by a sea of Lions.
Hall, number 4, the ball carrier.
You just love to see that, especially from your quarterback.
Roddenhouse.
Plays like that is what wins football games.
All right, Tusai, 6'4", 225. Hardly the body type of an average quarterback.
Big guy, man. He's NFL body right there. So 4th down. We have some suggestions from the fans on what to do. So
And they'll take a measurement.
I think the Padua Bruins fans want them to go for it. What do you think, Danny?
I'm right there with him.
Might as well.
I mean,
worst case scenario, you get stopped. The Lions have to go all the way for, 90 yards to score a touchdown?
Yeah. From what we've seen from either offense, I'd take that any day.
Exactly.
Make them drive 90-plus to score a touchdown.
I say go for it. I'm with the fan in the stands.
It'll be 4th down and inches for the Bruins.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We talked about size. We'll have to see if they utilize that here. It'll be a little bit of a quarterback sneak right up the middle.
That would be a play to look out for if I'm the Lions defense.
Come on, Mark.
And it's a quarterback sneak, and it looks like he has it. I think he has it. So with my man Danny's suggestion here, use that big old frame. If it's got him, use that quarterback sneak. Let's see if it worked.
I think the ball was taken from Tusai by somebody else because Tusai got up from sort of the near hash, and the ball is placed all the way out by the numbers. So I don't. Someone must have snatched it from him at some point in that pile. Luckily, it was a fellow Bruin.
Yeah.
Here come the chains once again.
Chain gang is coming out. See what the chain gang has for us. Oh, it appears
Is short for sure.
inches short. You just hate that. Another demoralizing play for the Padua Bruins. You just hate to see it if you're a Bruins fan. Great job of holding up, holding their ground, getting the ball back for this offense and putting them in best positions. They just have not been able to capitalize. So first and 10 for this Lions offense. And Lepowski hands it off. He hands it off to number 8. Burke, again, senior running back Burke Buell, and he's brought down by number 5, Michael Harrell, for the Padua Bruins. Big gain of 8 yards for Burke Buell, big gain of 8 yards.
Buell did a great job there of just getting right past the line of scrimmage, lowering his shoulder and fighting for any extra yards he could get.
Big game.
Put himself and his offense in a great second down position here.
Love a running back that runs hard. And Lepowski keeps it. It's a pretty solid game before he's brought down. Ryan Lepowski game before he's brought down and met by a Bruin. The refs are discussing.
And there's a personal foul against the...
Yeah, it looks like personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct
Against the Bruins.
by a player from Padua. In the process, the shoe of one of the Lions came off. Padua player holds up said shoe in the air for the line to grab it, and then
In Padua, in Parma, it's Chivalry is definitely dead.
Michael Harrell.
But still, this defense seems to be holding strong. They're giving up more. They have on a lot of drives here early, but no big chunk plays yet. And as long as you can do that, you can put yourself in a position to come up with a big third down stop.
There you go. 2nd and 6 for this offense, for this Lions offense. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second quarter. He hands it off. Lepowski hands it off, and it doesn't appear he has a gain.
Number 8, the ball carrier.
He got stood up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great. Like I said again, another great stand by this Padua offense. This defensive line, to be exact. Their own, battling up there. You always love to see that.
They really are. Now a big third down, 3rd and 6 for the Lions.
3rd down and 6 for the Lions.
clock continues to run.
7-yard line.
A lot of clock being wasted on these last 2 drives.
Yeah.
Previous one by Padua, now here by NDCL.
And Lepowski has it complete to number 32 down the sideline. Passes complete to number 32, Hayden Dixon, as he gets the first down. He is brought down out of bounds to stop the clock and get the first down. Now, we've seen this before. We've seen both teams in fairly good field position. Let's see what do you think the NDCL Lions need to do to take care of their business and get 6 points on the board?
You got to keep running the ball and then mix in a little bit of a pass here and there. But I think the run is what has gotten you this far, except for that last play. I think you have to stick with it. And as well, you continue to run clock, and you don't want to give Padua a chance to score here at the end of the first half.
Run clock, run the ball.
Of course, as I say that,
pass is incomplete. It's intended for number 15. Braden Brule, sophomore receiver, and it was broken up by defensive back for the Padua Bruins. Second and 10 here. Second and and 10 here at the 30-yard line, approaching that red zone territory. Lepowski hands it off to Burke Buell. He cuts inside, and he's met by a sea of Bruins.
Sort of a Nick Chubb-esque run there with that nice cut back upfield where it looks like you're stopped, running into the backs of your own offensive lineman, and then all of a sudden the hole opens up. Put that foot in the ground and plant it. Go upfield.
Great field awareness by Burke Buell to see that hole and cut upside and get it.
Right, and the 2 to 3 yard run isn't going to jump off the page, but it definitely is a vast improvement from what it looked like he was going to get on that play.
Yeah, he made something out of nothing. 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation for the Lions. Lepowski drops back. He's looking left, and he has 33 for the first down, and it appears enough for the first down.
The first down is picked up, but once again, a couple of flags thrown back near the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what the rest has for us. We hate to see this drive wasted by a penalty that puts them in bad position and takes away yardage.
We have offsetting penalties. It'll come back to 3rd and 8 for the Lions. That's a 28-yard line.
The story of those flags there is
309.
roughing the passer on the Bruins and then pass interference on NDCL. So penalties there by the offense. In the defense, they will offset. And we will replay 3rd down here with 3:09 to go.
Shotgun formation, a man brought in motion to his left. Lepowski drops back. He's taking a shot at the end zone. And it's picked off. It's intercepted by Padua Bruin, number 3. Lamont Davis, senior defensive back. Lamont Davis makes a great play in the red zone. And another reoccurring theme. The Lions put together a pretty decent drive. They get themselves in. They catch a break from the offset penalties, but they put themselves in danger by giving the ball right back to the Bruins. Just can't capitalize.
It's pass there by Lepowski was well underthrown of his intended receiver. Gave Davis just an easy chance to gain positioning over the receiver. Make all things considered a pretty easy interception.
Great play by Davis.
But now right back on offense, the Bruins have themselves in a tough spot here.
Yeah, definitely hate it. He hands it off. Hand it off to Caden Fyock. Padua Bruin runner back, and he's brought down for a gain. It'll be 2nd and 10, and it appears the Bruins are hurrying up. Clock is running clock. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. Are we really going to go into the second half scoreless, Danny?
It really is looking that way right now.
I sure hope not. I would love to see a high-scoring game. Two side drives back, and he completes the pass. By
Catches caught by number 81.
Number 81. Karen Thomas on the outside for only a 2-yard gain, so that'd be 3rd and 8. No, check that. An 8-yard gain, so it's a 3rd and 2. No, check that again. A 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5. Once again, running clock. Two side takes another shot right back at Thomas for the completion. He gets out of bounds this time. Enough for the first down before he gets out of bounds. Karen Thomas from two side.
And that was going to be underrated throw, but it was definitely a great ball thrown by Tusai. Kept it on the outside of Thomas. Kept it away from the defensive back, only where Karen Thomas could get to it.
Definitely agree.
Ended up making the catch.
It's handed off.
Roderick Love, the ball carrier, number 10.
Roderick Love is brought down
Rottinghouse
on the carry before he could get a gain. 2nd and 10. The Bruins are in a hurry up.
Second down and 9.
Two sides drops back. He's looking left, and now he's looking right, evading the pressure. Throws right, and he has a man, and it's caught by number 6. Gio DeSena, junior receiver. Gio DeSena with the big catch, and it appears the Bruins are not letting their foot off the pedal. They are in hurry up.
And it is a Padua.
I think a timeout was called.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field. 1 minute and 8 seconds left after that big game from Gio DeSena. You love to see the end of this first half. You love to see two sides finally getting going, finally getting in better sync with his receivers. Hopefully, he can keep it up in the second half and keep the momentum going on this drive, and hopefully get some points on the board.
Right, we've now seen Tyler Toussaint make a couple of nice throws on this drive, and this defensive play. This game could get exciting in a hurry if Toussaint heats up.
It can. Let's see if that will hold true. Let's see if Toussaint can heat up.
Jack Frost Donuts. Photography. Thank you.
The Bruins did use their first of 3 timeouts in between plays there.
So the Bruins caused the stoppage with the timeouts, not the Lions. It was the Bruins. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to two sides left, has Roderick Love in the backfield. 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in this first half.
Passes up and away. Intended for number 6
again. Gio DeSena goes right back at him, but a good play was made by number 19. Number 19 for the Lions, defensive back, as he knocks the ball out of bounds. Stops the play, stops the clock. Second down and 10 for the Bruins on the 44-yard line. 1 minute left to go in this first half. And it's handed off to Roderick Love, and he's brought down after the gain of about 5, it appears.
Down by number 22, Josh Grambo. Timeout called on the field.
And another timeout is used by Padua, 2 of their 3 within the past few plays or so.
Padua with the NDCL Lions.
So Padua is closing in on good field position, closing in on that red zone territory. I'm definitely looking for them to keep their foot on the pedal. I like the aggressiveness. I like how they're getting going with two sides, like you said. It can get electric very quick. Hopefully they can put some points on the board this drive.
Brand new Kia. Spitzer Kia West is a member of the Northeast Ohio Kia dealers serving our community. Kia, movement that inspires. Go Bruins.
And both teams are back out on the field. This Padua Bruin offense, shotgun formation. Two side drops back. He's looking left at Cam Thomas, and it's underthrown. It's intended for Cam Thomas.
It almost looked like that pass might have been deflected.
I think it was deflected.
Batted down near the line of scrimmage.
Because, yeah, it fell pretty short.
4th down and 5 for the Bruins.
So 4th and 5 for the Bruins, as they are at midfield, almost at midfield, 49, as they're on the 49. 48 seconds to go in this first half, and it appears the Bruins are bringing out the special teams unit. They're looking to punt the ball. Now, they have gotten some great punts. I will say that. Maybe they can get another great one and put NDCL's offense in a tough bind to end this second quarter. It's punted, and it's a fair catch. It's a fair catch.
On its way, caught by number 21, Griffin Moscow. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions. Right there on 21-yard line.
1st and 10 for the NDCL Lions at their own 21-yard line with 41 seconds to go in this quarter.
The punt, definitely the safer play there for Padua, trying to keep this a tie game heading into the halftime. But personally, I wouldn't have minded seeing them go for that one there.
Me neither. I always love the aggression.
Because you were in a position where even if you failed to get the first down, NDCL would have still had to drive get a couple first downs to get into field goal range. Especially the way their field goal kicking has been today. It's been a little bit shaky.
Yeah,
with the 2 misses so far.
They would have had to use some clock, so yeah. He hands it off to Burt Buell, and he is stopped before he can get a gain. He's been in the backfield. Running clock, second down, less than 30 seconds to go in this first half. I think the Lions could use a bit more of sense of urgency here as the clock is running down.
Yeah, they might be just trying to run this one out.
Maybe.
Don't want to risk anything. They'll take the ball to start the second half, and looks like they're pretty content with the 0-0 game right now.
I think they are content with the 0-0 game. And they hand it off to Burt Buell as he comes close to getting the first down, and that he does get the first down. And that will be all for the first half of this ball game. NDCL Lions 0, Padua Bruins 0. A battle of the defenses in this first half.
The home of the Bruins. Still no score in the game. Stick around for halftime entertainment coming your way.
I think we saw flashes there for a little bit, primarily on the side of Padua, where the offense maybe could come to life at some point in this second half. But it's gonna take more consistent running game, and it's also going to take a couple more completions from Tusai. We saw a little bit of his arm in that later half of the second quarter, but it's got to be more consistent if this offense is ever going to find pay dirt in the end zone.
Yeah, consistency is definitely the key.
And then for the Lions, I think the running game that was going early is not really existent anymore, and the passing game isn't really either. The defense is going to be what keeps them in this game that it has to this point, and I would expect a lot more of the same in this second half. Nothing showing me from the Lions that they would really break out in an offensive explosion in the second half, but all signs point to a low-scoring and similar second half to what we saw here in the first.
Yep, I cannot fight that. I do, like you touched on with the drive that they were kind of putting together, but they ended up punting. I kind of like that drive they were putting together. Like you said, they tried to get Tusai going, get him in a rhythm. Got Karen Thomas a few balls his way. Got Gio involved. He had the big play. So yeah, we'll see what this Padua Bruins offense has for us in the second half.
Tonight, our halftime show starts with "You Belong with Me" by Taylor Swift. Then the band will play "About
Just like wrap it up.
And we will wrap up our show with Mr. Brightside.
And that will be all for this first half of this Padua Bruins low-scoring defensive battle, 0-0. We will see what the Padua Bruins have in store for us in the second half. Stay tuned for the halftime, and we'll be back at WJCU 88.7.
But for now, enjoy the halftime show put on by the bands for NDCL and Padua.
gentlemen, Padua Franciscan High School proudly presents the Marching Bruins with Director Ms. Jessica Johnzik, Dance Team Director Mrs. Lisa Check, and Color Guard Director Ms. Kate Budzik.
Attention, students, parents, faculty, staff, alumni, and visitors. We would like to direct your attention to the field as we welcome the members of our 2022 homecoming court. Shaya Azadi. Shaya is escorted by his parents, Dr. Miriam Azadi and Mr. Ahmad Azadi. Dominic DeBramo. Dominic is escorted by his parents Lisa and Tony DeBramo. Jesse Hayes. Jesse is escorted by his parents Andrea and John Hayes. Jesse is currently in the locker room getting ready for the second half of the game. Dominic Kuchera. Dominic is escorted by his parents Donna and Kevin Kuchera. Becca Sagani. Becca is escorted by her parents Tina and Dennis Sagani. Morgan Daly. Morgan is escorted by her parents Mary Ellen and Pat Daly. Raina Rosinski. Raina is escorted by her parents Brandy and Jeff Rosinski. Elizabeth Schumann. Elizabeth is escorted by her parents, Cammie and Tony Schumann. And now for our 2022 Homecoming King, congratulations to senior Chris Vance, who is currently in the locker room getting ready for the second half, but his parents, Lisa and Chris Vance, are representing him. ladies and gentlemen, your homecoming queen, Gianna Galassi, escorted by her parents, Rita DeBramo and Jeff Galassi. Let's hear it one more time for all of the members of our 2022 homecoming court.
Our show tonight features a selection of songs from the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's time for the Marching Bruins to bring you back in with a classic from the Jackson 5. Featuring our color guard, here is I Want You Back. Next, without a cloud in the sky on this beautiful sunny day, we bring you Electric Light Orchestra's Mr. Blue Sky, featuring our Brunettes dance team, along with Alyssa Litwinowitz on violin and Joseph Bontempo on viola. under the direction of Senior Field Commander Lily Filippelli. Thank you for joining us tonight, and as always, go Bruins!
Attention fans, we would like to thank Spitzer Kia West for their generous support. Stop by Spitzer Kia West to check out some great deals and test drive a brand new Kia. Spitzer Kia West is a member of the Northeast Ohio Kia dealer serving our community. Kia movement that inspires. Go Bruins! Our Padua family is amazing. Together we raised an incredible $411,273 during our 6th annual Bruins Big Gift. On behalf of our students, faculty, staff, and administration, thank you. Your partnership and generosity are truly inspiring. Your support of our Padua mission ensures that our students are happy, healthy, holy, and highly prepared. Once again, thank you, and go Bruins.
And we are back. Michael Patterson and Danny here from WJCU 88.7. We're back. We're live from right here in Padua. Padua Bruins versus the NDCL Lions, 0-0 to start this second half. And it appears that the Padua Bruins will be kicking it off to the Lions. And the Lions look to get some offense going in this drive. Look to put some points on the board for the first points of the game.
Bella Moreau.
Ball is kicked and it's fielded.
Sereno, number 14, the ball carrier.
Returned by Caleb Sereno, and as he's tackled and gets out of bounds.
Brought down by
getting a few yards, and he's brought down by number 21, Caden Fayok, senior defensive back.
We're going to be first and 10 for the Lions at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10 as the Lions start this drive. Lepowski met in the backfield and he gives it off to Burke. Burke gets just enough for the first down. Burke Buell, number 8, Burke Buell, senior running back, gets the first down for the Lions. And that's a great start. A great sign for this NDCL offense. Get a nice play, get a first down going for the first play of the second half. Sticking to that run game, as we see. Saw it work for them in the first half. Let's see how it will do in the second. First and 10 again. Lepowski keeps it on the quarterback option, and he's tackled. After getting a gain of about one, maybe.
And number 26, Jacob DeVore.
These the first couple plays reminiscent of the first couple plays of the first half. Seen a lot of running here.
Yeah,
especially Lepowski is well taken off with it.
Lepowski hands it off, and he's met
and it is
at the line of scrimmage. Burke Buell is met at the line of scrimmage and tackled.
Right out by number 26.
No, there would not be a tackle for loss, but he is met at the line of scrimmage, and that brings on 3rd and 8 for this Lions offense. Let's see what they have for us. Expecting them maybe to bring out a pass play, try to get a big play downfield, get some momentum going to start the second half.
Need the ball back.
And they break the huddle. 2 receivers to his left, to Lepowski's left, 2 to his right. Gets it. He's looking right, and he throws it. And it's picked off by Padua Bruin, and he returns it, and he gets out of bounds. It's picked off by Padua Bruin. Colin Mateer, junior defensive back. What a great play made on that ball. And another defensive stand by the Padua Bruins. First and another turnover. They got the interception in the first half, got the sack fumble, the fumble in the first half, and now they start off their second half drive, first defensive drive, getting a turnover. Gotta love that if you're the Padua Bruins. This defense is on their A game tonight, playing great, sound, fundamental football, keeping the Padua Bruins within striking distance in this game.
Yeah, right there, just another underthrown ball from Lepowski. And just as they did the first time, they made him pay. The Bruins come up with a huge, possibly game-changing interception at this stage of the game.
Let's see if they can capitalize on offense. Tusai is rolling out to his right, and he's underthrown. He misses a wide-open Gio DeSena.
Pass intended.
Would have been enough for the first down, but he underthrew.
DeSena is incomplete. On the cover, number 33.
You want to get that if you're the Bruins. You hate to miss an open receiver, especially if he has a first down. That brings up 2nd and 10 for this Bruins offense. Same look, 2 receivers to the right, and he hands it off. He hands it off to Caden Fayok, senior running back, and he gets enough for the first down before he gets out of bounds.
Number 21. Puts out of bounds by number 15, Braden Buell.
1st and 10 for this Padua Bruins offense as they
And
cross
it is
midfield
the
onto
Padua
opposition territory. Let's see if they can finally capitalize and punch it in and get 6. Two sides looking for a play. Appears he has the call. Brings a man in motion and he goes right back, and it is it a fumble? It is not a fumble. It appears it was a screen type play intended for Marquise Hall, but it's incomplete in the backfield.
2nd down and
Ruled
10.
incomplete. 2nd down and 10
For the Bruins at the 46-yard line of the Lions. 9:48 to play in the 3rd.
A little over 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. 9 minutes and 48 seconds. And it's handed off to Marquise Hall, and he finds the hole, and he finds the seam, and he's gone. He's gone to the 10, the 5, and he's in the touchdown. Touchdown, Padua Bruins. Marquise Hall runs it in, and finally gets the Padua Bruins on the board for 6. Great run by Marquise Hall. Great push up front. Great field awareness, seeing the hole and finding it, and using that breakaway speed to make an electrifying play and get some points on the board for this Bruins. Great run by Marquise Hall. What do you think about that play, Danny?
I mean, it's just like what we were talking about earlier. He's by far the most electrifying player on this Padua offense. You put him in the game, you know he's getting the ball, and you still can't stop him. Just like he did there, ran right up the middle. Looked like he was going to get stuffed to the line of scrimmage, and said weaseled his way through the line, through the defense, and found himself wide open down the field with nothing but green grass in front of him.
Nothing but grass and a Padua touchdown. And they get the extra point, which will put them at 7 points to 0. 7 points to 0. NDCL is losing to Padua Bruins. Great run by Marquise Hall. Great way to bring the intensity up. Great way to electrify this crowd a bit, electrify his team. Great run by Marquise Hall. Now let's see if this Padua defense can hold true to what they've been doing, and let's see if they can hold and not keep their foot off the gas, and let's see if they can continue to be on their A game. Great to see the offense finally capitalizing and punching it in the end zone and getting 6 points. Great to see if you're a Padua Bruins fan.
I know for a while there we were worried we weren't going to see a touchdown this evening, but
yeah, I thought it was going to be a 0-0 tie. I was hoping it wouldn't be, but thanks to Marquise Hall, he ended that scoring drought. And the Bruins are set to kick it off to the Lions. It's muffed, but he picks it right back up and gets a few yards before he's met by a few Bruins.
The ball carrier, number 15. Brought down by
Looks like he's met around the 35-yard line. 36 appears to be the 36.
Also number 21, Kaden Fyock in on the tackle for the Bruins. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Right there on 36-yard line.
The Lions offense takes the field to start this drive at their own 36-yard line, looking to cross midfield, looking to potentially tie this ball game. So shotgun look for Lepowski as he hands it off to his number 8 running back, Burt Buell, and he's brought down before he gets a gain of about 3 yards, so that'll make it second and 7.
Bruins.
No, gain of 2,
2,
second and 8. Running clock, 9 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Lepowski is brought down in the backfield for a tackle for loss for guess who? Marquise Hall is on the play. Gotta be kidding me. As my man Dan said, Marquise Hall is everywhere. He's everywhere. He's on defense, making plays on offense. This man is just a baller. This kid is a baller.
For the thing, he has this huge 40-plus yard touchdown run, and the first play on defense, he's back out there with the rest of the guys. And then he comes up with a huge, huge sack there to force a 3rd and 10.
Love the fight in this kid.
And the best part about him is He's only a junior.
And he's only a junior. You heard it from Danny, only a junior. That means one more year of Marquise Hall for Padua Bruins fans. Yes, that's a great news if you're a Padua Bruins fan. 3rd and 10. And he airs it out deep, and he has a man, but he drops it. Just demoralizing. Intended for 32, Hayden Dixon, senior receiver. Lepowski connected him, threw it right in the bucket, and he just could not corral it in. Would have been for sure a touchdown. You just hate to see it. It's a demoralizing play if you're an NDCL Lions fan. You just hate to see it. You need that play. You need that play to tie the game. You definitely want it.
You really do. Lepowski he's underthrown a couple balls this evening, but not on that one. That was a perfect ball. Great sort of moon ball, as they call it, arcing through the night sky. Came right down into the hands of Dixon. He actually looked like he almost had it for a second, and then kind of as he was pulling it down, maybe lost it.
Returned by number 6, Gio DeSena, as he's brought down right before the 30-yard
Brought
line.
down by number 28, Angelo Camborino.
The Padua Bruins, known for defense in this first half, kind of caught a break on that last play. I would definitely say they caught a break as that potential touchdown play was dropped. Yeah, Padua Bruins defense caught a break on that play.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. If Dixon's able to hold on to that football, he's walking into the end zone. This game's likely tied up right now.
Definitely see that predicament. But that's not what happened. He dropped it, and now we are back on offense. The Padua Bruins on offense, two side in the shotgun. Hands it off to 21, and he makes a few moves, makes a few defenders miss, and he gets a big gain as he goes past midfield. Brandon Fayak gets a gain of 20-plus yards as he's brought down by number 19 for the Lions. Big play, 2 big plays in the run game, back to back. You love to see this run game get going for him, for this Padua Bruins offense. I'm expecting them to keep at it until it stops.
We see what happened is Marquise Hall had the big run in. Fayak got a little bit jealous. He hasn't had one of his own, so he's making up for it right now.
That's a possibility. I think that could be a possibility. And let's see what he can do. Not much, as he's brought down by number 24, Matt Erda, senior linebacker.
He was in the backfield almost immediately. Fayak really had nowhere to go there.
It's like he knew exactly what was going on. It's like someone told him to play. And Toussaint appears to be looking for a play for 2nd and 13 and on his 49-yard line. 2nd and 13. Toussaint appears to have a play. He's in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Fayak in the backfield to his left. He drops back. And he's brought down by number 5 for the NDCL Lions, Luke Peroni, senior defensive lineman Luke Peroni.
And the seniors on this defensive front for the Lions coming up with some back-to-back huge plays there. One tackle for loss against Caden Fayak, and then a huge sack where Toussaint just had nowhere to go, and Erda just buried him in the backfield.
Love to see the big man up front working hard. That brings up a 3rd and long predicament. Definitely expecting a pass here. 3rd and long, 3rd and 20. But player to watch, Marquise Hall, is back in the game. And Toussaint drives back. He's looking right, but he has the defender in his face. And he just is forced to throw it out of bounds because of the pressure brought by number 22, Josh Grambo. Junior linebacker for the Lions. And that will bring up a 4th and 20 for the Padua Bruins. But there appears to be a flag on the play, so let's see what the refs have.
Intentional grounding is a call.
And the refs come up with an intentional grounding against the Bruins, against Toussaint and the Bruins, which will put them back even further as they look to punt the ball off to the Lions. 4th and 50 for this Padua Bruins special teams unit. It's punted off, and it's a fair catch. Caught right above midfield at about the 46-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10.
You know you're in a rough spot when you're punting on the 4th down and the punt doesn't even pass the 1st down marker.
Yeah,
that's. I don't know if I've ever seen a 4th.
Don't know what you can even do with that. Just hope your defense, hope this Padua defense can hold true to his own and get another stand. Like we said, that last possession, they kind of got bailed out with that drop that should have been a touchdown. Let's see if they can go back to their first half ways and hold strong and get this ball back. Lepowski is in the backfield, shotgun, 1st and 10. He hands it off to Burt Buell, and he finds a hole and gets the 1st down. And he's not going down without a fight as he gets just a bit more than enough for the 1st down for the NDCL Lions as they move the chains and approach red zone territory.
It'd be enough for a 1st down for the Lions at the 32 of Padua. 5:35 to play the 3rd quarter.
Play action fake, and Lepowski is taking an O, and there's a flag. I'm assuming pass interference is the only reasonable flag to be thrown here, as Lepowski was going deep. He was going deep. Looked like he was taking another shot for the end zone as he looked to Brandon Brule, sophomore receiver, and he was just tripped up by Padua defensive back. Another penalty, killing the Padua Bruins, moving them closer and closer, putting this defense in harder situations. But they've been in hard situations before in this game, and they've proved to hold true. And so I wouldn't count this defense out just yet.
And a lot of times you see when the defense has its back against the wall, deep inside its own half of the field, you're going to see a lot of defenses really dig in.
1st and 10 for the Lions.
Find that inner fight within them.
Exactly.
1st and 10 on the 17-yard line in the red zone territory for Lepowski and this Lions offense. He gets and hands it off to Burke Buell as he powers his way, absolutely powers his way through a sea of Bruins as he gets enough for the 1st down.
Brought down by number 4.
As he's brought down by number 4, Marquise Hall again.
Christian Obrigero. It'll be 1st and goal for the Lions.
Approaching his goal line territory. Let's see what if the Lions can finally get some points on the board, or will this Padua Bruins defense hold strong as it has this whole game? Lepowski hands it off to Burke Buell, and he gets in for the touchdown. Burke Buell on the 6-yard carry as he gets the 6-yard touchdown for the NDCL Lions, making it 7-6. Padua Bruins 7, NDCL Lions 6. Pretty solid drive strung together by Lepowski and this NDCL offense. We saw them take advantage of the penalties. Saw them taking a shot downfield, which got that penalty, which helped them earn that penalty. Stayed true to the run game, got them some good yardage, and now they have some points on the board to show for it. And the field goal is up, and it's good. So tie game with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Visiting NDCL Lions tie the game up 7-7.
Bruins at 7.
If you're a Padua, you just hate to give up penalties. That big penalty is what really killed them. Really killed them. Moved them. Moved the Lions and put them in a great position. Who knows? Without that penalty, Padua defense have a great chance to stand them up and get that ball back. But just hate it. Penalties are so demoralizing.
440 team or visit clevelandclinic.org/sportsmedicine to learn more.
Kick is returned by number 81, Karen Thomas, as he is brought down right above, right past the 10-yard line, right past the Padua Bruins own.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Padua.
1st and 10 for Tucson and this Padua Bruins offense.
Like he didn't see that guy coming after the other guy. I promise that's all he had to do. A little smack, and it would have been cool. I promise to you exactly. The other guy could have kept running. Come on, man. Teamwork.
So if you're the Padua Bruins, are you sticking true to this run game that showed so much success so far in these early 2 drives?
I would imagine so. I would imagine that you would. I wouldn't, unless you're really trying to take the lead here.
And it appears they are sticking true to this run game as they head off the kick flock, but it doesn't appear to work as he is brought down by number 22, Josh Grimble.
We ain't got time to be playing, y'all.
Josh Grimble on the tackle.
Come on now.
2-yard gain for Caden Fayok, and Tucson is back in the shotgun, running back to his right, 2 receivers to his right and left. Appeared to try to get a line to jump off sides, didn't work. Tucson is looking for a play call from his offensive coordinator, and he got one. Let's see what we have in store. Tucson takes a snap, he hands it off to Caden Fayok, and he finds the edge as he has a pretty big game. More than enough for a first down before he is tackled out of bounds. Big game by Caden Fayok, and another Padua Bruins first down with this run game. Sticking true to the run game, doing them numbers, doing them wonders.
It's enough for Padua.
Yeah, the passing game for Padua has accounted for a couple of big plays here and there, but the running game, like you said, has been old reliable. It's been a big part to why they had that lone touchdown on the board.
And it's handed off for what appears to be not much of a gain to Marquise Hall.
Marquise Hall, the ball carrier, number 4. As the hallway gets up to the middle.
2-yard gain for Marquise Hall on the carry. 4 minutes left in this third quarter with a running clock. 3 receivers to Tucson's right, 1 to his left. Marquise Hall in the backfield to his right. He takes a snap, drops back. He's rolling to his right. It's intended for number 6, but a flag is thrown. Another pass interference, I imagine.
Flags on the play.
See what the refs have.
And it will be pass interference against the Lions.
And the refs rule a pass interference against the NDCL Lions, which will move the Padua Bruins into nice field territory as they move closer and approach the midfield and look to punch it in the end zone.
It is a Bruins!
So the penalty will give the Bruins another first down on this drive. Tucson he gets it out of bounds. Appears to have nothing. Fumbled the snap. Just gets it out of bounds. Incomplete pass by Tucson, looking on to the next play. 2nd and down on the 41-yard line. 3 minutes and 46 seconds to go in this third quarter. Padua Bruins are tied with NDCL 7-7.
Second down and 10 for the Bruins.
2nd and 10 for this Bruins offense as they come out. Tucson takes a snap and hands it off to Marquise Hall as he is brought down before he finds.
Marquise Hall
Gets a gain of about 2 yards.
Taken down by number 33, Connor Horvath.
A gain of 3 yards. Check that, a gain of 3 yards. 3-yard gains for Marquise Hall, and it appears our little friend, the rain, is back.
Third down and 7 for the Bruins at their own 44.
It's October.
It's October.
Most unpredictable month on the calendar, probably, as far as weather goes.
Cleveland weather for you, October.
Come on, y'all.
3rd and 7. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Two side in the backfield, shotgun formation. He fakes it, play action. Going to 88 on the sideline. 88. Pass is complete on the sideline. Pass is ruled complete to number 88. Freddie Borky, junior tight end. So that means a Padua Bruins first down, another first down on this drive for the Padua Bruins as they move the chains and look to put 6 more points on the board.
Borky's been very quiet so far today. He's a person that we've seen involved in the offense really all season long, but haven't seen too much of him today.
Haven't seen too much of offense from either of these teams.
No, that's also true.
As Roger Glove is brought down as he's met by Braden Brewer, number 15 for the Lions, NDCL Lions. That will bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Padua Bruins as they approach red zone territory on the 41-yard line. 2 minutes to go, and 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this third quarter. Two-side appears to try to draw someone offside, so it doesn't work. He is looking for a new play, and he has it. Two side in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right and left. Marcus Hall. He drops back, looking right in the middle of the field to right back at him to number 88 as he makes a defender miss and is tackled right before the touchdown. Right back at 88, Freddie Borky and my man Danny. I think he might have jinxed it.
I think I might have. I mean, Borky's all of a sudden 2 huge catches on this drive. 2 both for first downs, and that one nearly a touchdown as Borky did a great job of really making his way across the entire field, kind of on a diagonal route. He started on the near side, shifted back a couple times, making defenders miss, and ultimately ended up at probably the half-yard line almost?
Yeah, half-yard line, and I'm expecting Marquise Hall to punch it in as he does. Second touchdown of the half for Marquise Hall and the Padua Bruins as he gets in and gets another 6 points for the Padua Bruins. Marquise Hall runs it in for a 1-yard touchdown. Padua Bruins are now up 13-7 against NDCL in Parma, live from Padua High School. And they bring up the point after the PAT unit. Looking to make this, expand this lead to 14-7. The kick is up, and the kick appears to be good. It's real good. So 14-7 for the Padua Bruins. And that drive, strung together by the Padua Bruins, started off with the run game, took advantage of a great penalty for the Bruins, a pass interference. And then as they approach the midway mark of the field, they get the passing game going. They get Freddie Borky going, who you said has been relatively quiet this game, a big part of their offense. They get him going. He gets a big game, sets up Marquise Hall to punch it in for 6 points. It's a great offensive drive strung together by the Padua Bruins.
It really is, It's the first time all game where we've seen them really take the ball down the field, mixing in run and pass. Chunk plays, little plays, just gradually picking up first downs. It was a really nice thing to watch, especially for an offense that struggled throughout this entire contest.
Chain game was marching this drive. And they look to kick it off. They look to kick it off back to the Lions. As we approach 1 minute left in this third quarter, 1 minute and 28 seconds left. It's kicked off, and it's out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Mark at the 20. Out of bounds at the 20. But a flag is thrown. See what the refs have for us.
First and 10 for the Lions at their own 35.
Penalty against the Padua Bruins, which moves the NDCL Lions up some yards, so they are now placed first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They get to start this off. They get to start their drive. started off with a run.
Buell, the ball carrier.
A run
taken
to
down
Burt
by
Buell.
Michael Harrell.
As he's brought down by Michael Harrell before he can get a gain of about 6 yards. That will bring up 2nd and 4 with this running clock as we approach 1 minute left in the third quarter. Padua Bruins 14, NDCL Lions 7. Under center here is Lepowski in the I formation as he hands it off back to Burke Buell as he is just short of that first down marker.
Flags on play.
But there is yet another flag on the play. Holding against NDCL. Another penalty that just hurts NDCL. We saw that pass interference hurt him on that last drive. Now we see a holding penalty hurt them as they start to get the run game going. Hate to see it if you're an NDCL fan.
Second down and 15 for the Lions.
So that brings up 2nd down and 15 for the Lions. Lepowski takes the read, and he is brought down for a sack by number 9, Jesse Hayes. Senior defensive end brings down Lepowski as he makes the great read on the read option, brings him down for the sack. Great play made by number 9, Jesse Hayes, senior defensive end for the Padua Bruins. Big tackle for loss that brings upon a 3rd and long, 3rd and 20 for this Lions, and it appears they would just run the clock out, or did they call a timeout? Nope, it appears they would just let this quarter run out. So that would be all for the third quarter as the Padua Bruins have a 14-7 lead over the NDCL Notre Dame Cathedral Latin Lions.
Notre Dame Cathedral Latin School. Lions at 7. Their hometown Bruins at 14.
It's looking like this Padua defense is about to start getting going again.
Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the medical provider of Padua student athletes. Our sports medicine team understands athletes with many locations throughout Northeast Ohio. Our specialists can see your injured athletes for same-day appointment.
Third and 20 for this Lions offense as Lepowski takes the snap, looking left as he drives back, and he throws it up for grabs, and it appears it's ruled a completion
By
number 15, Braden Buell. Sophomore receiver makes the big catch as he grabs the 50-50 ball and kind of helps his quarterback out on that one. Big catch for Braden Buell as they move past the midfield mark. This NDCL Lions offense looking to capitalize and score. 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line for the NDCL Lions. Lepowski reads, he hands it off to Burke Buell, and he's met by a sea of defenders, and he gains some more yards as he fights to get past the first down marker, and he's brought down by Devin Shaw Mason, sophomore linebacker, number 1 for the Padua Bruins. This Lions offense is looking to put a string of plays together, but we have seen this movie before. Will they be able to capitalize? Will they be able to capitalize and score and get in the end zone? Or will this Padua defense hold up? We shall see. 1st down and 10. Play action as he rolls out right and completes it, but he's met by Marquise Hall on the big hit before he can even get a gain. Marquise Hall met him in the flat. That kid is everywhere tonight.
It was a great hit as well.
It's a big hit for Marquise Hall. Not afraid to come up and make contact. Good hit by Marquise Hall as he stops him from gaining more than 3 yards. So that will bring up a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 on the 31-yard line as they approach red zone territory. Let's see what this offense has in store for us. Drives back and he pitches it to Buell as he tries to get to the edge. Brought down out of bounds by number 7, Colin Mateer, Jr., defensive back on the tackle. So that would bring up a 3rd down for this Lions offense. Third and 5. So that would be a 2-yard gain.
The Padua Bruins, 10-25 to play the game.
Come on, Rockies, hold that defensive end. Right in front of you.
3rd and 5 as this Lions offense takes the field here. Lepowski runs the same exact pitch play, but to the right side, and it appears to work as Buell, the ball carrier, gets just more than enough for the first down as they are slowly creeping up on that red zone territory.
It's enough for a first down as the Lions get to the 29-yard line. Or 22-yard line, I'm sorry.
10 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. Padua Bruins up 14-7 on the NDCL Lions. First and 10 at the 22-yard line for the Lions. Lepowski is in the shotgun with Burt Buell to his right. He fakes it, he keeps it, and a great tackle by number 1 sophomore linebacker Devin Shaw Mason as he tackles and brings down Lepowski. It makes a good stand for this Padua Bruins offense, which brings up a 2nd and appears to be 2nd and 9, so a 1-yard gain.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10, so he stuffed him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Lepowski drops back. He's met by pressure. He evades. He's met by some more pressure, buying time with his legs, rolling out right. Decides to keeps it, gets a few yards. Gets a few yards, gets out of bounds.
By the hallway, number 4, Marquise Hall.
You better say that.
Gain of 6. Gain of 6 for Lepowski. Ryan Lepowski, sophomore quarterback. Gain of 6 on the carry before he gets out of bounds. 3rd and 4 for this NDCL offense as they're on the 15-yard line. Looking to punch it in and tie this ball game up. As ugly as it's been, these Lions are still in this ball game. He pitches it to Burt Buell as he's met in the backfield he's met in the backfield, but he shakes him off, and he shakes off a few tackles and another as does he cross it? It is ruled waiting on a ruling from the refs. Don't think that was a touchdown.
And it's Buell who gets down to the 3-yard line.
Buell makes something out of nothing there as he's met by a sea of defenders in the backfield and is met by a few more Padua defenders, but he still shakes them off. The Lions bring out the field goal unit. The point after, it was ruled a touchdown. I am sorry, it was ruled a touchdown. And the point after touchdown is good. The PAT is good. So it's 14-14. Padua Bruins, NDCL Lions after the big touchdown by Burt Buell. That kid does run hard. I will say that.
Your hometown Bruins at 14.
just hate to see that if you're the Padua Bruins defense. They've been doing great all game, and they had them in the backfield. A few defenders had them on that play, but it just wasn't enough to stop Burke Brewer from getting into that end zone.
Spinning will kick it away. For the Lions. That deep for.
And like you said, Buell has been.
Number 10.
He's been incredible tonight, making, like you said again, just something out of nothing. He's been grinding for every extra yard he can get. Seems as though the Bruins can never bring him down with the first guy that gets to him. It always takes 2 or 3 guys.
Gang tackling.
And a lot of extra effort.
Yeah. The ref appears to be changing out the football. Expecting it, maybe? Okay. Lions look to kick it off to the Padua Bruins. 8 minutes and 54 seconds left in this second half. 14 score is tied. 14-14 Padua Bruins. NDCL live from here. Mike and Danny from WJCU 88.7. It's fielded by 81 Karen Thomas, and he looks for somewhere to go, but he doesn't have anywhere to go as he's met before the 20-yard line.
Brought down by number,
which brings up a first down for this Padua Bruins offense.
And Dennis Gibbons.
As they take the field on their own 16-yard line to start this offensive drive.
The game stands tied, 14 apiece.
Two side in the shotgun, two receivers to his left. He hands it off to Roger Love as he makes a cut and finds a lot of grass on the outside for the big gain. Way more than enough for first down. Padua Bruins first down. That's a great way to start. Keep going at the run game.
Yeah, Love had a lot of room on this near side, especially once he got set out of the hash. It looked like he might have been able to beat Buell to the edge and get up the sideline, but ultimately still a very impressive gain. It definitely moves the chains quite a bit here for the Bruins.
Never mattered, a 28-yard gain. Running clock as we approach the 8-minute mark left in the second half. Another handoff right back at him to Roger Love as he runs hard for a carry of about 5 yards, which will bring up second and 5. Nope, check that. 2nd and 3. And they go right back at him as he makes a defender miss, but he's ultimately brought down by a line before he can get to the first down marker. 3rd down. This brings up a 3rd down and about 3. 3rd and 1. So 2-yard gain for Roger Love.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Two side looking to get someone to jump off sides. It doesn't work. Looking to get a new play call from the offensive coordinator. Roger Love to his right would definitely be looking out for him if I'm on defense. As he hands it right back to him, and he appears to get the first down. Gets just enough for the first down. Another Padua Bruins first down on this drive.
You wanted it. It is a Padua.
And it appears they're switching out Roger Love for Caden Flock as he takes the backfield. Running clock here in this fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. 14-14 Padua Bruins NDCL. Two side takes the backfield, takes a stoppage. Don't know what that's about yet. False start, maybe?
It'll be a false start.
False start against the Bruins. Another penalty. You hate to see it. False start will push the Bruins back to a 1st and 15. running clock. 6 minutes and 34 seconds left.
At the 49-yard line of the Lions.
2 sidelines up in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Hands it off to Caden Flock. He cuts inside and gets a pretty solid game before he gets out of bounds. Not enough for a first down, but a pretty solid gain, which will bring about 2nd and 5. So a 10-yard gain would have been a first down if there was no penalty. But there was, so that would bring up a 2nd down and 5 for this Padua Bruins offense.
At the 39-yard line, now the Lions, 6:19 to play the game.
Marquise Hall appears to be back in the backfield. Definitely will watch out for him. 2 side, play action, looking right. Looking in the middle of the field. Is it complete? Is it rule complete? I think it is. It's complete to his man, number 6, Gio Diacena, as he gets him a touch in the second half. So you know what that means. Another Padua first down on this drive. 1st and 10 on their 30 on the NDCL Lions on 31, excuse me. 6 minutes left to go in this second half.
That's one of the most impressive throws we've seen Toussaint make tonight as well.
Pretty solid throw. Marquise Ho running hard through the middle as another Padua first down. As he gets them into the red zone as they approach scoring territory. Let's see if they can make the best out of this and get 7 points out of this drive. Marquise Hall appears to be coming out the game, and he subbed in for sophomore running back, Roger Love.
Work it out, big boy. Get ready to go back in there.
Shotgun for Toussaint as he hands it off to Roger Love, and he's met in the backfield, has absolutely nowhere to go as he's met in the backfield by number 24, Matt Burda, senior linebacker for the NDCL Lions. Approaching that 5-minute mark for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 12 as the tackle loss.
2nd down and 12.
On their own 20-yard line. We're in the red zone territory.
Of the Lions, 4:56 to play the game.
Hands it off to Roderick Love as he has a great block on the outside, and he scores for the 20-yard touchdown. What a great block to seal that edge off that helps him get to the edge and makes a play and score another Padua Bruins touchdown. Danny, what do you think of that play?
I love the way they're using Roderick Love right now. His speed just right out of the backfield. There's no way anyone was going to catch him once he got to the outside. And he just got to the sideline, took off toward the pylon, and nobody, like I said, was going to catch him.
Nobody's catching Roderick Love, especially if you have a hole and a bunch of green grass in front of him.
That's right.
The PAT team is coming out as they look to extend the lead to 21-14. Up, and it's good. 21-14. The Padua Bruins are now up against the NDCL Lions. 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go for the 4th quarter. Another great drive I like from the Padua Bruins. Like
it really was, yeah.
Like you touched on their last drive, a mix of big chunk plays, a mix of pass, run. The second half, they really had a good, nice, balanced attack, I would say, getting going in the pass game and the run game.
That's what's key, especially when you don't really have an outstanding running game or an outstanding passing game, is finding a healthy balance of both. That would elevate the effectiveness of either one.
It's been sure working in the second half for the Padua Bruins as they come out and score 3 touchdowns in this second half. Looking to get a stop on defense and put this game away for good. Ball is kicked off to the NDCL Lions, and it is caught at the 20, and it's being brought out, and he's brought down right above the 25-yard line, so the 26, brought down by number 3, Lamont Davis, senior defensive back. So 1st and 10 for the NDCL Lions. Danny, I would say this is a must-score drive for the Lions.
Yeah, 4:36 to go the way Padua has been moving the ball, and they've been running clock really well, really since the start of the game. They've been doing it well. doing it effectively. And I would 100% agree, if you don't score here, if you're NDCL, you might have lost your opportunity to win this one.
I think so. A lot of pressure on this offense to get in the end zone. Let's see what they have for us. Expecting a lot of carries from number 8, Burke Buell. Let's see what they have. Lipowski is in the shotgun. 1st and 10. He keeps it on the option, and it's met right at the line of scrimmage by number 32, Caden Asino, junior defensive lineman. Great play made by the big guy up front.
And the Lions really shouldn't be afraid to run the ball too much, because you have 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the 4th quarter right now, as well as all 3 of your timeouts. So I don't really think time management still needs to be kind of in the back of your head if you're the coach, but it shouldn't be the #1 priority is saving time right now.
Definitely not. They definitely don't have pressure to throw it, like you said, all the timeouts. Still have 4 minutes left. Even if they did run the clock, ended up scoring, worst case scenario, they go to overtime. So no need to panic and just get to airing it out here. Won't be surprised. 1st and 20 as they start from the 16. And he hands it off to Burke Buell as he gets a gain of about 4 yards, but he still brings up nothing but of about 1st and 16. 2nd and 16, excuse me.
Number 13 in on attack.
2nd and 16 for this Lions offense as they start from their own 20-yard line. As we approach the 3.5-minute mark in this 4th quarter. Lipowski's in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He rolls out to his right, goes back left to his running back, Burke Buell, as he makes a man miss in open field. A great block, and he makes another man miss in the open field for the big, huge gain as he gets past from the 20 to past midfield over a 30-yard, over a 40-yard gain for Burke Buell.
And that's precisely what you were looking to avoid for the Padua defense, is that huge chunk play that completely swings the direction of this drive.
Gives the Lions a bunch of momentum, a bunch of confidence as they approach getting past this midfield, trying to score and tie this game up. Like you said, you don't want to give up big plays if you're Padua. Lipowski keeps it, and he's met in the backfield by a sea of Padua Bruins. Great stand for that defensive front as they bring down Lipowski as we approach this 2.5-minute mark. Time management still maybe not a #1 priority, but definitely something to think about, as my partner Danny said.
It does run quickly, though.
It does run quickly. I feel like
almost 2 minutes have passed since we last talked about it.
True. Might have to bring out a pass play or two within these next few plays. Let's see what they decide to do. They bring out a pass play, and they take a shot deep. Intended for receiver number 15, Braden Buell, sophomore receiver. Number 3, Lamont Davis is on the coverage, not allowing the pass to get through.
Davis was right there, step for step. Did a great job covering downfield, especially would have been an incredible catch for the Lions. They really swung the momentum of this game. Davis did a good job not to allow any such play.
Way to be there and do his job. Now the Lions do stop the clock with that incompletion. 3rd and 12 on the 44, and they appear to call the timeout. Timeout call for the Lions. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in this game. Padua Bruins up 21-14 as they have the 7-point lead, looking to have another defensive stop, keeping this Lions team out the end zone. If I'm not Padua defense, Burke Buell is definitely my focal point as I'm trying to win this game and keep them out of the end zone. I think Burke Buell is definitely my focal point.
And Aaron.
Now it's 3rd and 12. They're above midway not really approaching red zone territory yet, but they're above midway past the field. What do you expect this Lions team to do? What do you expect this Lions team to do, Danny?
I still think they're going to stick with the run here for at least a couple more plays. Maybe not here, 3rd and 12. You do have to pick up the first, but I think, yeah, I would imagine they'll pass here. But then once you get that first, you're already kind of close to field goal range anyway.
Still have timeouts left.
And I just realized, why am I talking about field goals? They're down 7.
He rolls out to the right. He throws it, and it's up for grabs. Did he pick it off? Did he pick it off? Is it ruled complete? Is it ruled? It's ruled an interception on the sideline. It's ruled an interception. 3rd interception for the day for the Lions. That seals the game. Yet another interception. Another great defensive stand for this Padua Bruins defense, which has been the theme of this game.
And it was number 7.
As number 7, Colin Mateer gets the potential game-sealing interception. Junior defensive back Colin Mateer gets a big, huge interception for the Padua Bruins as they turn it back to offense and look to run the clock out and end this game. Big play by Colin Mateer. That's just a big play. That's great if you're Padua. Ran to Caden Flock.
And it is number 21, Caden Flock, the ball carrier.
Caden Flock, excuse me. Trying to run that clock out, trying to just play keep away here, get a few first downs, I imagine, and just stick with the run game.
A little bit surprised that NDCL is not using any timeouts here.
Me too. Maybe they expect to get a stop on this 2nd down and maybe pull it out for the 3rd down. That's my guess.
Either way, you're wasting seconds.
Exactly.
So it doesn't.
As it's handed off to Fayak again as he tries to get the edge, and he makes a few defenders miss, and he's hit before he gets the first down. He does get out of bounds, though, which isn't the best thing for the Padua Bruins right now.
Looks like they'll actually say NDCL called a timeout. So maybe he didn't.
So he didn't get out of bounds. NDCL uses a timeout to the advice of my partner Danny here. And correction, that was a first down by Caden Fayak. First down. First down. 1st and 10 on the 34 for the Padua Bruins. 21-14. Padua Bruins NDCL Lions. 1 minute left and 9 seconds to go. 2 timeouts left for the NDCL Lions.
Understands athletes. With many locations throughout Northeast Ohio, our specialists can see your injured athletes for a same-day appointment. Just call them at 877-440-TEAM or visit clevelandclinic.org/sportsmedicine to learn more. And the Bruins will call timeout at 1:09 to play in the game.
The Bruins call another timeout. Well, they call a timeout to stop the clock. Once again, scores 21-14. Padua Bruins NDCL. NDCL is losing. Looking to get a stop and get the ball back. 1 minute and 9 seconds left in this 4th quarter as both teams take the field. 2 sides in the backfield. Fayak to his left, hands it off to him as he kind of is brought down by number 66 for the Lions. And another timeout is used. Both teams appear to be back on the field. 1 minute and 4 seconds left. Padua Bruins 21.
Or 2nd and 9.
NDCL Lions 14 and 2nd and 9 on the 35-yard line. Susai hands it off to Caden Fayok again as he just kind of just
Fayok, once again, number 21, the ball carrier.
Gets a yard or so and kind of just looking to just run out the clock here.
56, Matt Robbenhaus.
Expect to see no type of sense of urgency from the Padua Bruins.
No, there will not.
As they will look to just run out this clock and take another victory.
Take your time. Take your time.
3rd down and 8.
Take your time. Take your time. Come on, 29.
We'd also like to take a moment to thank all of our volunteers.
One more play in this game is good as over, folks.
Tonight's game. Great job.
He hands it off to Caden Fayok. He kind of just falls, allows the clock to run, and that appears to be all. The Padua Bruins get their 4th win in the last 5 weeks, winning 3 games in a row as they beat the NDCL Lions 21-14.
This was a game where saw a lot of defense in that first half, and then really, if you look at the scoreboard, we saw a ton of offense in the second half.
Did see it.
We saw 35 combined points in the second half, 0 in the first half. So definitely some adjustments made in the halftime locker rooms. Ultimately, Padua was able to make a couple more adjustments. They were able to they won the turnover battle by a large margin. 3 interceptions to no turnovers, maybe 1.
Thank you once again.
I think there was 1 fumble by Padua early in that first half, but other than that, Padua played a pretty good game of football. The penalties still hurt them at times, but again, those are things you're going to continue to work on and clean up as the season progresses. And this Padua team is riding high right now, and they've never looked better.
They're looking great. Like I said, won 4 out of 5 games in his last 5 weeks. Won 3 in a row as they just got the W over the NDCL Lions. Great game. Great game, as my partner said. Tail of the first half was defense. Tail of the second half was adjusting and coming back and figuring out how to put points on the board, as we saw 35 combined points from both teams. And that will just about do it for today as the Padua Bruins win against the NDCL Lions 21-14, scoring 3 rushing touchdowns in the second half. That's a pretty great game. Anything else from my man Danny?
Just tune in again next week. They'll be away at Walsh Jesuit next week. And as always, well, it won't be here on the YouTube for Padua. It'll be on WJCU2. You can catch that at WJCU.org or on the WJCU app. Be sure to tune into that for the game next Friday against Walsh Jesuit. And then the following week at home, we're back here on the YouTube stream versus Brush. So a couple of nice games to close out the regular season for these Bruins. They're going to continue to get better. They're going to continue to be a more exciting team to watch. I cannot recommend you continue to watch here on the WJCU and tell anyone that wants to see a good football game on a Friday night to tune in and watch these Padua Bruins, because they are quite the fun team to watch.
And there you have it. And enough said. Until next time, the Padua Bruins get the W, 21-14 over the NDCL Lions. Until next time, it is Michael Patterson, WJCU 88.7 here with my man Danny, and see you guys next time.